sitting in my Dholpur office, right? And Dholpur office is also the national headquarters for this organization. So, so for all the districts, this is the place where the administration, the HR, the finance, everything happens from this office. So we are in Dholpur, we are in Ajmer, Chittorgarh, Bhilwara, Rajsamand, Udaipur, Bara, Jaisalmer. So these are the districts in Rajasthan. And in Bundelkhand, we are in Tikamgarh and Datia. And apart from it, we also have a small team working in Rudrapur, that is Udham Singh Nagar, and we are supporting Hindustan Zinc for their CSR activities in that place for last almost 3 years. And apart from all these districts that I just mentioned, we have also extended ourselves into West Africa. We are working in Mali and Senegal. Primarily, we are into creating women institutions at the grassroots. When I say women's institutions, it means we are mobilizing them into self-help groups, their associated tiers like village organizations, and then federating them into block level federations or the cluster level federations. And parallel to the same structure, we are promoting women enterprises which are registered body under either the Cooperative Act or farmer producer companies. So these are the institutions which we create wherever we have been trying to work, right? And apart from creating these institutions, actually these institutions are the one which decide their priorities of interventions in those locations, whether it's going to be in education or for livelihood or for small interventions in health or for agriculture or for textile based enterprises. Whatever things have to be done, these are decided by these institutions, so we provide them the technical assistance for completing those kind of things, right? So primarily we are into women institutions and livelihoods. All other things are just complementary and supplementary to their major interventions of livelihood and economic activities. I'm not too sure whether I'm the real change maker in those terms. We would rather say that we are triggering some of the changes within the communities, and these community members are the ones who are the change makers in their own setups. So we, I mean, you would appreciate this fact that leadership is already there. We are trying to provide the conducive environment for these women to come out from their closets and be a part of these institutions, and then trying to invest into their capacities and unleashing their potential. So it's these kind of women who are the real change makers. I'm not the example. I mean, you may take me as an example, but we within the setup and within the organization don't consider ourselves to be the real ones. These are the real community members who are the torch bearers for doing all the things. So whether it's the social mobilization, whether providing trainings to the women, or extending themselves to the other fellow farmers from this districts to other districts. And when I just mentioned to you that we are working in West Africa, it's not us. I mean, it's these women who are extending themselves to go all the way to West Africa, which is completely different in terms of their language, in terms of their culture, the food habits and everything. But they decided, okay, this is something that that is worth doing, and it's a people to people connection with those people as well. So we are investing into the capacities of these women who are in the driving seat for taking this forward. You are talking to say 100 people in a village, at least 10 to 15 will be convinced with you. So you start working with those people. You take them around to different places where your organization has already worked, so that they could get exposure of those things, and similar things are going to happen in those villages. So in that way, you not only talk to the women, you talk to the male folks, you talk to the various stakeholders within the society. You try to convince them gradually, and you spend time with them. So that spending time with them is something that convince them that okay, these guys are not here for a particular project for 6 months or 1 month, 1 year or 2 years. They are going to be here for a long period of time, because ultimately you also want to see certain generational changes in the community. And for that thing to happen, you actually need to have a broader vision. Without partnership, whether it's the partnership with the community or with the like-minded people, philanthropic organizations, you cannot survive, because ultimately you are ours is a kind of organization which is not involved in any profit-making activities, so that it can sustain itself. We are completely dependent on raising funds from like-minded people who share the vision and the mission of the organization, and those are the places that they also want to invest into communities. So we, as of now, we are working with Hindustan Zinc Limited, which is one of the largest contributor to our program funds in most of the districts that I just mentioned to you within Rajasthan. HDFC CSR is also one of the organization which is helping us for one of the teams in Dholpur for their interventions. Apart from it, we are also collaborating with the Tata Trusts, which is the first organization to support our organization. Even when we were just 2 or 3 months old, they showed interest in us. Tata Trust was the one which showed interest into us, and they were the ones who actually settled us in terms of establishing the organization, right? So these three partners, and of course in on and off we kept getting funds from Hindustan Unilever Foundation, or there is one another Kinder Not Hilfe Foundation, which is based out of Germany, that is supporting us in our operations for Bundelkhand. So there are a couple of more small organizations which are supporting us on and off. As far as the challenge for keep raising the funds is concerned, um, we we are of the opinion that if you are convinced with your ideas and mission, um, you find like-minded people.